At Cantão State Park, two of the world's most biodiverse and endangered biomes meet, the Amazon rainforest and the Cerrado, the Brazilian savanna. Here, these two systems come face to face, marking an abrupt ecotone separated only by the narrow waters of the Rio do Coco in the Araguaia River basin. Animals of both biomes congregate at this unique frontier, where they migrate back and forth from one ecosystem into another, whether in search for water during the Cerrado's dry season or looking for dry ground during the Amazon's seasonal floods. But only the Amazon portion of the ecotone lies within the boundaries of the park. The higher grounds of the neighboring Cerrado lie outside legal protection. Moreover, as the local economy expands from raising cattle to large soybean and corn monocultures, the Cerrado faces deforestation on a massive scale. Instituto Araguaia took action. First, we needed to know what was going on around the park in order to measure the level of threat imposed by the devastation of the Cerrado. With support from the World Resources Institute's Global Forest Watch program and the Frankfurt Zoological Society, we were able to develop a land use map of the region surrounding Cantão, which helped us understand the overall situation. Despite the heavy clearings, we were happy to find some considerably large portions of intact Cerrado forests in the region. The Cerrado is the most biodiverse savanna in the world, and whatever remains of it deserves serious protection. Native grasslands, an important habitat in the Cerrado, comprise most of the area surrounding Cantão. Several animal species depend on these grasslands to survive. Another use of the Cerrado lands is free-range cattle raising. This traditional activity has proven compatible with Cerrado conservation, since the pastures must maintain bushes, palm trees, and gallery forests. But unfortunately, as seen on the map, large portions of land have already been cleared for large-scale monoculture of soybeans or corn. These mechanized crops not only deplete the soil through clearing, burning, and desertification, but also utilize heavy amounts of pesticides, mostly glyphosate, which pose a serious threat to the water sources, flora and fauna, including humans. A clear idea of the various land uses around Cantão and the nature of the imminent and long-term threats to the waters of the park has allowed Instituto Araguaia to design, in cooperation with the park agency Naturatins, a buffer zone around Cantão. The role of the buffer zone is to create a transitional area between human activities and the park's boundary, by means of establishing a series of rules and regulations of what can and what cannot be done within the limits of the zone. The main objective of the zone is to prevent agricultural runoff and further deforestation from impacting the waters of the Rio do Coco. The proposed buffer zone was first presented to the Parks Council and then to the local community, which included important stakeholders such as large and small landowners, local politicians, and members of the community associations. To our surprise, the buffer zone was approved unanimously. On December 2015, the buffer zone around Cantão Park was not only officially created, but also expanded in order to extend its protection to the neighboring Araguaia National Park. Our next step is to promote the creation of private reserves among local farmers and settlers in those areas identified as conservation priorities within the buffer zone. The success of this cooperative planning by the Park Authority and stakeholders in the region has given us hope that we can continue to work together in the future to make decisions that will preserve the Cerrado Amazon ecotone and benefit the residents.